welcome to my channel. This is my first official video. I am Cody Wyatt Slay. Just recently got married, so you can call me Mrs. Slay. There's that bling for you. I'm married to Mark Slay. We've been married for 4 months now, living in our marital bliss. And I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I've wanted to for years, just didn't have the guts to do it. But today I bought a tripod and a fancy light, and I'm just gonna go for it. Today I'm just gonna do my makeup, even though it is like 6 p.m. and I have nowhere to go. I just thought it'd be a fun time to let you guys get to know me and show you that I'm not always just a pasty, nappy-haired ghost. But no, I don't plan on doing my hair, so apologies for this. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Like I told you, my name is Cody Wyatt Slay. I am 27 years old, and I'm about to be 28 in February on the 12th. So if any of you Aquarius babies are watching, it is our season to shine. So I've already washed my face and put on some moisturizer. I did go to Walmart today and I got some new products. The first one, I got some Maybelline Dream BB Fresh in light and medium. And then I got some e.l.f. sponges, and I got eyeliner from CoverGirl. It's Onyx Black, it's my go-to. All the other products are just what I use every single day. And I've never tried this BB cream, but normally in the winter, I don't like to put on a whole lot of foundation, or the summer, or really any time. I don't love makeup, but I do feel like I need to wear it on certain days, like when I have little beasties I want to cover up. So let's get these beauty blenders out. All right, what did I just tell you? Oh yeah, my birthday is coming up. Pretty excited. 28. That seems so old. I can't even believe that that's the truth. But yes, I will be 28 years old, and I am too lazy to get up and go wet this, so we're gonna just have to deal with that. I have no children except my beautiful pup. Come here, Tobe. This is Toby. Thank you, Bubba. Please ignore his haircut. He got that quarantine cut. I had to basically scalp him, but his hair was out of control, and so is mine. But we ain't talking about that. Toby is almost 9 years old. He is a sweet boy. I love him, and so does his dad. He's very spoiled by us and by his Nana. His Nana being Mark's mother, who is, I don't know if any of you ladies are married who are watching, but I love my mother-in-law, and I didn't really have a mother to look up to. I was raised by my grandmother, and so she has been a godsend to me, and I could not be more blessed to have her. I don't mind this. It looks pretty good so far. It's not super thick. It looks like my skin. I do have a very oily face. Thanks a lot, Hot Rod. Hot Rod's my dad. His name is Rodney, so we call him Hot Rod. And he has always had oily skin. He used to always have napkins in his truck all the time, patting his face all throughout the day because the dude gets oily. And my new light makes me feel like I look super oily. I don't look as oily in my mirror down here, but I'm not mad at it. It's not terrible. I was super tan before the wedding in September, and now I am not as tan because I just don't like to go tanning, spend the money. I just prefer to bask in the sun and get tan naturally that way. Of course, not too much, because, you know, the sun can hurt your skin. Wear the SPF. Speaking of which, this does have a 30 SPF in it. I appreciate that. So does my moisturizer, but I think my moisturizer is actually a 60 SPF. That is on. Next step being, I use the Maybelline eraser, and I just hit the places that I want to be a little bit brighter. Of course, that is my eyes, any of the pimps. I always do right here on my chin. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I do it. I hit right here, I go up my nose, and I do my V. Mark calls this my war paint. If I'm going like for real makeup, I'm normally putting a line right here and a line right there because I contour. I'm not a makeup guru, so if you are following me for makeup tips, I'm so sorry. But anyways, so just gonna blend this all in. I am a child of a very large family. I have 7 brothers and sisters. Sorry, that took me a second to think about all of them. Of course, my dad has been married 3 different times, so there are some half brothers and half sisters and stepsisters and stepbrother in there. So we have a very large family. I am the 3rd oldest, but of just my dad's blood children, I'm number 3 out of 5, and that makes me the middle child. And I've been teased for it my whole life. So if any of you other viewers are middle children, you understand my pain. And yeah, I do put concealer on my eyes a little bit, just like whatever's left over, to take the pink color kind of away. Pretty good. All right. I don't really do powder. Very rarely would I do powder. So I go straight into my bronzer. This is the Milani. I got this Tarte brush, real dense looking. So I have a big family, and hopefully one day, God willing, I will have children of my own. Mark and I are actually currently trying. I mean, we are just hoping we get lucky enough to bring some humans into the world. Our dream would be to have twin boys, because my dad and his brother are identical twins, and they are just the best friends in the entire world. And they talk every day, multiple times a day. They're always there for each other. They live walking distance from each other, and I just would hope that for my sons, if I'm lucky to have them. So 2 boys and then a baby girl. So just 3 is our ideal family size, but we will take anything or nothing and be happy. We just want to be good parents if we get the opportunity to. As you can see, I just bronzed right here, kind of give my face this slender look. I always do underneath my chin. I don't really have, I have, some. I have some skin under here but I don't know. I just do it under here. And then I also do around my hairline, blend it into my hair so that it looks like my scalp isn't 3 different shades lighter than my face. And then, oh, and also my makeup bag is so dirty, but really cute. I got this from a friend for being in her wedding. Shout out Brooke. She's my favorite Oklahonian. I don't even know if that's the right word. Either way, my favorite Okie. And Blake Shelton is number 2. All right, I love this Tarte color. It's actually I've had it for a minimum of 3 years. My sister got me a whole pack of these, like 7 of them one year, and I don't know, I'm just like a use it until it goes completely broken or away type of person. I do not like to waste things. So, and I love blush rosy cheeks, so if it looks like I'm a clown on camera, deal with it. I love my blush. And then, where was I? This is hard. I don't know how YouTubers do this. This is really impressive that they can sit there and entertain me for minutes at a time. Very impressed. Then I apparently use a lot of Tarte products. This is some highlighter. It's like cream on this side and a stick on this side. And I just pop it on the top. I hit the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and then just a little hit right here at the top. If I'm being real lazy that day, and I don't feel like going through an eyeshadow routine, I will normally just cake it on my lids, smear it in, and blend it out. I'm just using my fingers. If you are appalled by this, I apologize. But just enough to knock them dead. Cut. So next, I forgot to put on chapstick in the beginning, but normally that's how I start my routine, is with chapstick. But I apply chapstick all day long, and my lips still peel. I hate the summer, or I hate the winter time. I love the summertime. Because winter, my lips peel constantly. All right. So now, moving on to the eye look. This is the Too Faced Natural Love. I also love Too Faced, basically every eyeshadow palette they've ever created. My Little, I will always refer to her as Little. Her name is really Brianna, but her name is Little. She gave this palette to me, and would you just look at it? Ah! Love it. And like this black, I know it's black, but these colors look so natural when you put them on your skin. At first, I was terrified to even dip my brush in that black. And then it was New Year's Eve recently, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go bold. And I put it on, and I was like, oh, I could wear this. So, I have a very dirty brush. I'm not gonna show you how bad that is, but I need to clean them, so maybe I'll make a video about doing that. But anyways, all right, what are we feeling? You know what? Just since I brought up that black, I'm gonna show you. So normally I go in with Heaven, which is a super light shade up here, and I put it all around the place. And just set it and, I don't know, get it looking even. This is what I see on all the makeup gurus videos, so that is what I do. And I watch those a lot. Casey Holmes is my girl. I have watched her for years. I will always watch her. And I mean, I don't just watch her makeup videos. I love her vlogs, and all the struggles and triumphs that she has faced, like, is so inspiring to me. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the black. It is called Stiletto. Hello. And so yeah, that makes Casey one of my, I guess, inspirations. And I won't have my own makeup channel, but I just love how real she is, how she can get on camera and just lay it all out. And sure, she probably doesn't share her entire single piece of her life, which I don't suggest anyone do. Like, I'm not gonna get on here and cry to you guys, probably, because I'm just not that bold or brave. But she, I don't know, she's just the best, and I never get tired of her videos. Her and her husband are so sweet. Her child is so cute. Some other vlogs that I love to watch are David Dobrik, even though he's not really vlogging anymore. But I first started watching Liza Koshy, and of course that led me to David, and then that led me to all his friends. And now really the only people I love to keep up with out of his friend group who have channels are Carly and Aaron. I love their videos. They're so wholesome and sweet, and even through quarantine, they have found a way to entertain, and I can just appreciate that, you know? And also Heath and Mariah, I love them. But, I mean, yeah, I do get on YouTube a lot, but I don't really have that many people that I'm subscribed to. Oh, I'm subscribed to Dr. Pimple Popper. obsessed with popping pimples, y'all. It's a real problem. My husband hates it. And my dad for Christmas even got me this pimple popping gag gift. One second. It's like right here beside me. If you're easily disgusted, please close out now. So it's like this square thing. And I keep this plastic on it, and you'll understand why when I show you. Oh, I probably should have got a napkin. Okay, I can't tell which even one is full. Let's just try this one. Oh, that's so satisfying, but so gross. Okay, let's put that away. And I don't know why, but it smells really weird and I hate it. I wish I would not have done that, but I had to show you guys. Anyways, back to this makeup, right? Okay, so as you see, I've put stiletto in the crease here, and I am not upset at this black. Like, it is the safest black ever. Like, are you seeing this? And again, please don't hate me in the comments. I am not good with makeup, and I'm just trying for you guys to see a side of me and do something while you get to know me. And I don't know, what are we feeling for that crease color? I'm not gonna lie to you, Moonbeam right here, as you can see, I have dipped into it quite a bit. I love it. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show it to you. It's my favorite, so why not? A couple other things about me. I work for the local city government here in Blytheville, Arkansas. I love my job. I originally became a lifeguard for the city of Blytheville at our local city pool and just down the road from my house growing up. In 2011, my best friend in high school, Lucas, convinced me that I needed to work there, and being a lifeguard's so fun. It's especially at our pool. It's very laid back, and you get tan. Like, what more could a girl want in summertime? So I worked from 2011 until 2015 at the pool every summer during college. And the last year they made me the manager, which I really enjoyed. Working for the city and having more responsibilities, handling the money, handling payroll. And once the summer was over and I was staying home, taking classes online actually, and the mayor's office asked me if I would like a part-time job in his office being the receptionist. And I was like, absolutely. Like, I loved the people that I was working with all summer, and they were so nice to me and helped me every, oh, excuse me, I'm so rude. I just burped on camera. I didn't even say sorry. Sorry. And I got the job temporarily. There was a girl, she was just on maternity leave, and they needed someone to fill her spot temporarily. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, a month or two, whatever, 3 months, be a good little gig. So I get there, and on the first day, I'm sitting at her old desk. And this is no offense to her. She was such a sweet girl. She had worked there for many years, but the desk was disgusting. And don't get me wrong, my house is not immaculate by any means, but everything is where it should be. And I would not be upset if somebody just walked into my house because it was gross. You know, if that was my desk and somebody sat there for the first time, I would have been embarrassed because there were shoes everywhere. There was mail sticking out of every drawer. You couldn't close any of the drawers. And mind you, there were only 5. So every drawer was jam-packed. There was stuff all over. I couldn't even shift the keyboard around because her stuff was everywhere. And city stuff that I assumed would be organized and filed or given to the appropriate person. But no, that was not the case here. Also, I'm just putting Moonbeam up on my brow to give it a little shim. Okay, that's my eye look. It's nothing crazy, but the story is. So I go to the HR director. Her name is Miss Judy, and to this day, she is one of my most favorite humans on earth. But at the time, I barely knew her. And I said, hey, I I really do want to work here, but I can't sit at that desk. Like, do you want me to sit somewhere else? Or do you want me to clean up her stuff? And she was like, oh yeah, no, just organize the desk. Do whatever you see is fit. That will be your desk. I was like, cool. So I go out there and I am very good at organizing. I'm very good at throwing things away and cleaning. I really love cleaning. And especially when it's a mess. If it's a mess and then it's clean afterwards and I can take like a before and after photo to show you how much better it looks, that is satisfying to me, and that means I had a good day. So that's what I did. I go nuts on this desk and I'm pulling out pieces of food, I'm pulling out trash, I'm pulling out envelopes of mail, and I'm making stacks of things that correspond with each other. Like code enforcement gets mail, the city collector gets mail. I'm just sitting here organizing things. So when I'm done, I take a bag of stuff to Miss Judy. This stuff is just all of her belongings. Like she had high heels up there, she had a pair of house shoes, clothes, just tons of crazy stuff that I just would never imagine finding at someone's desk. In the front office of a mayor's office. It just made no sense to me. So I took it to her and I took her stacks and stacks and stacks of mail. And she was like, Miss Judy was like, where did you get all this mail? And I was like, oh, it was in her desk. And she was like, this mail was in her desk. I was like, I felt like I had done something wrong. I was like, oh my God, I shouldn't have touched this. Like, I'm gonna get fired on my first day. And she was like, no, it's a federal offense not to give people their mail. And I was like, so what do I do? Do I keep it? What do I do here? And so she was like, no, let me have that. I'm gonna get it to the appropriate departments. Well, the stack for finance, I mean, when you work for a municipal government, you get lots of mail from the federal government and the state government. So there was like letters from the IRS to our chief financial officer, you know, and she just didn't give it to him. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really looking for something here, but I can't find it. It's fine. Got this CoverGirl pencil in honey brown. And that's what my roots look like. It's honey brown right about now. But anyways, we'll ignore that. Yeah, and so her only job at this position is to answer the phones, greet people when they walk in, and help them the best that you can, or direct them to the person that can. And the third thing is deliver the mail. Not a lot of responsibility, if I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it's not the highest paying job in the world, but I just assume that if you worked at McDonald's and people pulled up and asked you to take their order and you just took the order but didn't actually send it to the kitchen, you would probably be fired. So then Miss Judy calls this girl and tells her that she needs to have a meeting with her. And so I'm just sitting at my desk, doing my job, answering the phones, happy about life because I got this cool job at the cool mayor's office. And she comes in, she goes into her office, and she has me come in there as a witness. I don't even know what that means. Like, I'm not old enough to understand this. And so I'm witnessing her doing a disciplinary action, basically, which resulted in this girl losing her job. So I just cleaned this girl's desk and got her fired. That was not my intention whatsoever. And then I have to watch her get fired. So I'm doing great so far. Really making some great impressions, okay? So she's upset. She was like, what's the big deal? It's just mail. And that's when Miss Judy informed her that it's a federal offense. It's not just mail. And these were important documents. I mean, these are mailings that we send out to owners of properties who don't, who break code violations and have to go to court. Like, there's all types of important mail. Like, we're not I don't know. It was just bizarre to me, and that she was upset at the fact that she was being fired. I understand being upset about being fired, but I don't understand how you don't think you deserve it. But yeah, that's how I got my start at the mayor's office. My temporary position became a permanent one. So of course, at first, like I said, I was just the receptionist, and then I just kind of got bored. I needed more to do, and I wanted more responsibility. And so Miss Judy taught me everything there was to know about HR and payroll deductions and salaries and longevity and blah, 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 blah. And I just became her HR assistant and the receptionist. And I still loved my job. I tried to soak up everything that there was because I didn't even know working for a local government was a job. I know that sounds so stupid, but I never thought growing up, or even in high school for that matter, that if something's wrong at your house, say you have a pothole in front of your house on your street, or your trash can wheel broke off, it never crossed my mind to call the mayor's office to get it fixed. I don't know. I don't know if I didn't pay attention in civics class. Sorry, Coach Carr. But I didn't know that. And so now I'm loving everything I'm learning about, because all I ever wanted to do in college, every time I switched my career, or my major, excuse me, I just kept saying, all I want to do is help people. I don't know how. I don't know if I tried being a PE teacher. I tried marketing. I tried sociology, and none of them fit. None of them were right. And I thank God all the time that those didn't work out for me, because this did, and this is where I'm at and what I love, and I wouldn't change it for the world. This is the new eyeliner pencil I got, CoverGirl again. My grandpa used to always call me his CoverGirl, so I guess I always lean towards their products when I'm at the drugstore or your local Walmart, wherever you get your makeup. And so after being there for 2 years, I had a gentleman that sat beside me, and he was the mayor's executive assistant, and he got a job that made more money at a local steel plant. And so we understood he wanted to leave. He was great at his job though, and the mayor adored him. They had such a great relationship. But he left us, and the mayor didn't get a replacement for him. I just took on his duties as well. So I went now I'm being the receptionist. I am doing HR things for Miss Judy, and now I am the mayor's right-hand person. He is calling me every time we need to go do a proclamation, or apply for a grant, or go take photos at a ribbon cutting, and I mean, everything in between. It would blow your mind if you sat in a mayor's office for a day and learned what your mayor does every single day, and all of the responsibilities that he has as mayor, and how much he needs help, and he needs someone right there at all times to be able to assist him. Well, that's very hard if you have 2 other jobs basically that used to take 3 people. Now it's just one person doing all 3. So I did that for a while, and I enjoyed that. I learned more and more and more. Oh yeah, I'm doing my eyeliner. I don't know if I said that. Obviously, you can tell. And then Mr. Brown, who was our Parks and Rec director, unfortunately had a stroke. And he was right in the middle of getting some grant money and doing his own things that were really important. And boom, we lost him. And we didn't find a replacement. So his responsibilities moved over to myself and to our public works director, who could handle like the guys who do the mowing crew. He could handle the maintenance side, and I could handle the grant side and trying to grow our golf course, trying to do all of these different things and just community projects. And so then now I'm wearing 4 hats, y'all. 4, okay? But I'll be honest, Parks and Rec was my dream. Everything about it, being able to get out from behind that desk, go out into the community, into the parks where kids are playing and people just want to be able to spend time with their friends and family. And even tourism, ties into the whole Parks and Rec thing for us. So that was my calling. I realized, okay, this is it. This is what I want to do. Well, then an opportunity came where Miss Judy wanted to retire and quit. Not quit, sorry, that's a bad word. She was ready to retire. She had been there for 30-something years and she deserved retirement. Well, she had already groomed me, basically, to take her position, but I had already gotten a taste of what it was like to be the parks director, and I knew that settling for the HR position would hold me back from achieving the goal that I wanted, which was to be just the Parks and Rec director and nothing else. I didn't want to be the receptionist. I didn't want to be the mayor's assistant. I wanted to be the parks director, and I was going to work for it. So I got all of these unfinished projects from Mr. Brown. Sorry, I shouldn't just be blurting his name out. And it was so exciting. It was amazing. I did a lot of other projects with like community service workers that, you know, were more than just washing a police officer's car. You know, they felt like they actually were able to give back to the community and people could see it, you know. And I'm not saying washing police cars isn't a great community service. I back the blue, don't get me wrong. But I just knew that community service workers want more. You know, they want to feel, sorry y'all. They want to feel proud of the work that they do. And they are more likely to not come back and get in trouble again and have to get community service if they feel like they were respected while they were there. Hopefully they'll be better community members for it. Okay, the eyeliner is on, y'all. This has gone way longer than I thought it would. Glad you're still with me. So time passes. I stayed in those positions for a lot longer than I wanted to, but thankfully we did get one of my great friends from like elementary school. She got a job at the mayor's office as the receptionist, so that did take off some of my responsibilities. And then she also began to help Miss Judy with HR before Miss Judy started to leave, and that was just a huge help to me. I was so thankful that she came in there. So then I was just the mayor's assistant. And okay, so we got cut off. My phone literally stopped me because it said I had 0 storage space, so that's great. Had to delete some very old videos and some apps, but we're back. I finished my mascara. Oh, I didn't do my bottom lashes, but it's fine. Who's gonna say something? And I was gonna put on lip gloss on top of the lipstick I just did. The lipstick I have is CoverGirl. Surprise, surprise. And the lip gloss I'm using is the Naked gloss I got years ago in like a gift set at Christmas. So it's super sticky, but I love the way it looks. I also did not go back and look at the last thing I told you guys, but eventually I became just the parks director here in 2021. Actually, it is officially my only title. I get to apply for grants, upgrade our parks, add some cool fun art around town. I get to work with the community and teach them about our departments and how we serve them, how their tax dollars are used every single day among all departments. And I also help out with our website. So still got a lot of responsibility, but I do love it. And it is something I plan hopefully to do for a very long time. I've been with the city now full time for 5 years. 5 and some change, actually, 5 months. And I hope that I get to be here for 40 years, you know. So I'm blessed, and I'm really hoping that this YouTube thing is something new and fun that I get to try and share with other people, the things that I get to do here in my hometown, to try to make it a better place. My main goal is I just want to make a difference. So that's what I'm here for. If you guys want, you can like and subscribe. You can comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions on what you'd like to see. Like I said, this is new for me. I'm gonna just go with some of the material I have actually in my phone already of things that I have recorded and taken pictures of, and I've gotten into this whole editing thing, so I'm excited about that. But that's it. I am Mrs. Slay, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.